This shit more than a game.
Perfect.
Usually at this point of the show, I go on a rant for you guys, but it's May 20th, y'all. We are officially in the dog days of the off season. But this is more of a rant, opening monologue to all of my true Jono Barnes content fans and not new Jono Barnes content fans. It is the dog days of the off season, right? Everybody who knows me knows that in any moment, any day now, I will be bringing in the prince of the This Shit More Than a Game Palace into this beautiful world of ours. Think about that, though. Dog days of the off season. My son is coming in less than 12 days. Your boy is smart. Your boy is smart. They don't call me Mr. This Shit More Than a Game just to sell t-shirts. I knew if I want to have a kid, I might want to do it in June, July, when there's not much sports going on. So that by September, when football season is starting and basketball season is right around the corner, he'll be all cried out, I hope, and I can enjoy my football games. They don't call me Mr. This Shit More Than a Game for nothing, y'all. They don't call me Mr. This Shit More Than a Game for nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jono Barnes Show, where this shit more than a stream.
This shit more than a game. We ain't playing on no field. We fans born kinda wild, fire in our hearts revealed. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Holler at the screen, repping our dream team. From the sidelines we scream, living in this fan's dream. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise.
This shit more than a game. And y'all know how we got to start off each and every Jono Barnes show. Please leave a This Shit More Than a Game in the chat right now so we can get this show started off correctly and on the right foot. I just saw a notification I got on my phone from the great Ralph Marlborough. Y'all know him as Saints Forecast on Twitter and the great host of the Saints Happy Hour. He says, yeah, he did some poor planning himself when it came to his lovely kid, where he had his kid in November. So that does knock you off a few This Shit More Than a Game points, Ralph, but you are a Saints legend when it comes to the Who Dat Nation. So it's all good. Always remember, y'all, there's always caveats to the This Shit More Than a Game certification, okay? I'm like God giving the commandments when it comes to This Shit More Than a Game certifications, okay? So you can always explain your case, and I would be the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to, are you This Shit More Than a Game certified or not? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a pretty chill show. It's the dog days of the off season. And I don't know if you guys may notice, you probably don't because I do a good job of branding, but we are actually trying a new platform tonight. We usually do Restream. Tonight we are doing StreamYard. So shout out to Ziggy. He is not joining the show tonight, of course. He's made his decision that he wants to put all his priority into Sean's show. I mean, geez, forget me, huh? I'm just joking. But he did give us this new platform to try out for the next few days and for tonight to see if we like it more. So if you guys notice any differences in the show tonight, it is because we are kind of doing a trial by error with a new streaming platform to see if this is the one that we want to utilize going into the 2025 NFL season. So any mistakes or hiccups you see tonight, just bear with me. I am learning a brand new production side of the things with this platform tonight. The reason why we are on this show is because, again, this is the dog days of the offseason. So we're just kicking it tonight, having a good time. I am still learning where each button is at and all of that good stuff. So I do know this. They must have known that Mr. This Shit More Than a Game was trying their platform, because one of the reasons why I was married to my last platform is they had the chat option where you can see the chat on the screen. I always enjoyed that because I felt like, one, it encouraged people to chat on the show, but two, I think people just enjoy seeing their chats on screen. Like, it makes them feel good. You know, when the Coca-Cola did that marketing campaign, when they put people's names on bottles, the most simplistic marketing campaign of all time. But everybody was like, oh shit, I gotta go get a Coke because I want to see a Coke with Jonathan on it. I want to go see a Coke with Jerry on it. I want to go see a Coke with Zachary, aka Ziggy, on it, right? So people like seeing themselves in the chat. Well, it looks like StreamYard has added this brand new feature themselves where now you guys can see on StreamYard as well. Am I pointing right? That's a little different. You see, I'm still learning, but now the chat is also on. This is actually a brand new feature of StreamYard. They must have known that I was coming in trying out their platform, so they doing all the bells and whistles for your boys. So we still got some of the same type of look on the show, but just a brand new streaming platform. So even after the show, if y'all want to let me know if you like this streaming platform, you might not even notice, right? I'm a content creator, so I know the stuff like this. You may not even notice that we're on this new streaming platform tonight, but we are, and we're going to see if it is worthy of making the final roster in September when we go into overdrive for football season. Now, one thing that I've been thinking about all the past week is, we saw the schedule came out last week, and it was very alarming to me and a bit of an indictment on the New Orleans Saints that we had no primetime games. But what really made me kind of scratch my chin, I noticed I got that gray hair now. Damn, I'm only 36 years old, and I got gray hairs coming. The baby ain't not even here yet. And I'm starting to get gray patches. What is that all about, hair gods? But what really made me scratch my chin was that the Atlanta Falcons have 5, count them, y'all, 5 primetime games. Now, how? Now, look, I'm an Atlanta Falcons hater through and through. That might be my legacy when all is said and done. I'll take great pride in that. But how do the Atlanta Falcons have 5 playoff games? They have as many primetime games, y'all, as the Detroit Lions, as the Washington Commanders. And I'm like, at what point did the Falcons become like this hot team to the national media that they think that the world wants to see? And I'm actually asking that, Falcons fans, because I see we got some Falcons fans already in the chat. I'm asking that as a serious question. I want to know, like, what is this thing with what player or what storyline do the Falcons have that they deserve 5? Y'all, the Falcons were not in the playoffs for the past 5 years now. Okay, they didn't really add anybody this offseason to make them go, oh boy, you better watch out for the Falcons. So why does the national media suddenly are on the Falcons bandwagon? I don't get it. And I'm asking that for real, Falcons fans. I'm not doing this as he's being Mr. This Shit More Than the Game. He's just hating on us or whatever. I genuinely want to know, where's this Falcons hype coming from? Because technically, and I know Ralph Marlboro was watching my show earlier, he made a good point on Twitter, and I get it. Look, I have more hopes in Michael Penix than I do Tyler Shipp, but he was like, the Falcons or the Saints arguably are in the same spot, relying on an old rookie, no, not a rookie quarterback for the Falcons, but an old young quarterback to hopefully turn their team around. But the Falcons haven't really done anything, in my opinion, to warrant 5 national. I look, 2 or 3, I understand. The Falcons got 5 primetime games, y'all. I kind of understand it when it comes to, like, I have to say, like, the Dallas Cowboys. I kind of
say his name and he appears. I believe in the Cowboys. I believe in the Cowboys. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in the Cowboys. I believe in the Cowboys.
Wow. I thought we were. I honestly did not expect this guy. Why did I even say that? I'm so sorry, y'all. It's the off season. I'm not in my A game. Truthfully, I'm in getting ready to be daddy mode. Hi, Evan.
What's up, Jono?
Wait, hold on. What t-shirt is that you have on? Did I not? That's a cowboy.
Oh, come on, baby. Don't forget.
No, hold on. Before you left the show, you was out on the Lakers bandwagon and Luka. And what you mean you got the Maverick shirt on?
Baby, Cooper Flag. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Bro. So while y'all playing checkers, Nico Harris playing chess over here.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh,
we playing chess over here.
Why can Ziggy not be on the show tonight? Are you serious? Are you serious?
I kid you not. Hey, I kid you not, Jono. You could mark it down right now. Dallas Mavericks, Western Finals next year. Calling it.
Wait, with Cooper Flag.
With Cooper Flag. Clip it right now. Clip it right now. Hey, ain't gonna lie, I feel bad. We got the Cowboys moving on up, Mavericks moving on up.
Oh, you telling me George Pickens is gonna make y'all contender all of a sudden?
Oh, we're about to have a top 5 offense in the league. What are you talking about?
My
Dak Prescott about to have an MVP year. I'm calling it. I am calling, but it's lit in Dallas. You got the Dallas Stars in the finals right now, bro. It is lit. I know. And look, I know New Orleans. Nothing lit down there. Only thing that's lit down there is that toilet that move out that prison. Only thing that's lit is the prisoners right now. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Look, my city has some issues sometimes. Okay, give us a break. Okay, we're not New York. Okay.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. For $20K, John, I'm snitching on you. John, no, you could be in my crib.
Bro, for $20, I'm snitching on you. I'm like, hold on, officer, I know exactly where this guy is. Wow. I mean, okay, yeah. No wonder you want to come on the show. Yeah, y'all traded for George Pickens. I had a pretty solid draft, all things considered. And last week, y'all rigged the NBA lottery because now suddenly you're a Mavs fan again after you was all aware. And what happened to the Luka and the Lakers, Evan? What happened to the Lakers, huh?
It was a bad fit for him. And I felt bad for Luka because he went onto a team with an aging superstar. Role players wasn't really role playing. Austin Reeves thought he was the best third option in the league, and turns out he didn't come to play in the playoffs. So it's unfortunate that Luka is in a bad situation. But it's gonna be, Luka's gonna do well in the future. I give him that. He's gonna do well. But as of right now, things are looking up in Dallas right now.
How fast before Cooper Flag you think leaps over Zion Williamson as a top NBA player?
Ooh. I think honestly, once he plays his first game, I think he's going to leap over.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Look, Zion is a hell of a player when he plays.
Yeah,
he is a hell of a player. But if he leaves that buffet alone,
there you go with that, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with his weight this past season. It's just whatever. Speaking of the NBA Finals, we have the NBA Western Conference Finals going on tonight. We'll close off the show with Evan, me, and you giving our predictions on who we think is going to go to the NBA Finals for this season. Evan, I know next year you got the Mavericks in the conference finals. For this season, we'll get to that in a little bit, though. But you got to be honest with me. I know you're always truthful, but you always kind of like turning up a notch for the Jono Barnes show and the shit mode in the game community. And as you can see by the chat, everybody's really excited to have you on tonight. But you got to be honest, Ev. That lottery was rigged last week, right? Like, come on, it was rigged, huh?
Honestly, when I was looking at it, it was crazy. When I was watching it, I was like, damn, there's a lot of things that Adam Silver does to the NBA. He does the in-play tournament and, with the changing the draft odds, the lottery odds and everything. And I'm just like, wow, he is making the NBA much better. And I think that he is not penalized. He is penalizing teams for tanking, honestly. It is a really good system. And I really think that it's a system that the NFL should adopt. Instead of just tanking for your team, and it's not a guaranteed top 3 pick.
I'm glad that I calmed down from last week, because if you would have came on the show last week, you would have caught my rant. I will say this. I actually do agree about the tanking part. Like, I'm glad that the Wizards, and especially the Utah Jazz, weren't rewarded for their deliberate tanking they did last year. I'm also very, very salty that my team's season was over in November of last season. I had to actively root for my favorite team. And I'm telling you right now, Evan, it is more exhausting to root for your team to lose than it is to win. I had to root for them to lose just to get the number 7 pick in the goddamn draft. While you guys essentially made the postseason. Y'all didn't make the playoffs, but y'all got to go in the play-in game. Y'all got to be in contention the whole season. Y'all traded Luka, which of course turned the NBA world upside down. And y'all still, with a 1.8% chance, won the NBA lottery while having a pretty solid season on the court. We ain't talking about the Luka stuff off the court. While I had to sit in misery since November 2023. And I'm already getting mad just even looking at your stupid face with my sad-ass Pelicans, and y'all jumped us, and now we got Wimbiana and Cooper Flag in our goddamn division, while I got to go into year 7 yet again saying, I hope Zion gives me 60 games this season. It pisses me off, Evan. This rigged shit, it pisses me off.
I don't know why you keep saying it's rigged. It's not rigged. People play the lottery every day, and somebody wins it. It just happens. It's the lottery. That's what happens.
Wasn't it? I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. Wasn't it you who texted the group chat yesterday showing a clip of Shaquille O'Neal saying that David Stern asked him before the NBA draft lottery when he was a rookie, "Hey, so where you want to go?" And Shaq said, "Well, I don't want to be in the cold weather city, so give me a warm weather city." And lo and behold, he ends up in Orlando. So wasn't you actually fanning the flames to the group chat, being the little selfish prick that you are, all raggedy talking about how great the Dallas Mavericks are going to be with Cooper Flag? Well, you fanning the flames that the NBA draft lottery is rigged. Even Shaq is saying, raising his eyebrow like The Rock.
No, not at all. Because sometimes I be wanting fish and I go to a steakhouse and I get a steak.
I do enjoy steak. I do enjoy some good steak. Actually, Evan, I will say, look, everybody, Evan, my brother, you can't choose family. He annoys the shit out of me, but that man did treat me and his brother. And we want to give a shout out to Evan's big brother, Kevin. Today is his birthday. So happy birthday, Kev. I'm sure you're not watching on your birthday night, but just know it is share more than a birthday. My Ev treated me out to a steak last weekend here in Texas. And I was like, damn, I kind of see where all this Evan Texas hype is coming from. That was some good ass steak, Ev.
That was top 5 steak. Even though you messed it up, but that's another.
Wait. What you mean I messed it up? What I did?
Hey man, all the people, everybody in the chat, if you're a real steak eater, you do not ask for steak sauce. You know that.
You know what? Let me do it right now. I'm gonna put it in a YouTube poll if you're watching on YouTube, and shout out to over 350. That's a lot of people for off season. I appreciate that, y'all. Watching on a show that I didn't even advertise until like 6:00 p.m. today. So I hope you guys know that like I am on call right now when it comes to my wife. So I don't want to like plan the show on Sunday and then Lil Jono says I'm coming on Monday. So I gotta be on alert. And I appreciate that you all are still tuning in on this, technically last minute show. But I'm putting on a YouTube poll if you're watching on YouTube. Is it okay to order steak sauce at a prime steak restaurant? Y'all let me know, because my Twitter audience let me down. I asked that question on Twitter Sunday and everybody was giving me hell saying, how could you, Jono? Like, you would have thought that I was Judas going into church after he betrayed Jesus, what I did with the steak sauce request. But Evan, I thought that you was at least, because I gave you the link to the tweet. You saw all them damn responses, and on Instagram too. You didn't even come to my defense and say, hold on, y'all. I just want to be fair to my big bro, that he did not really eat the steak sauce once he had that truffle butter sauce with it. But no, you just watch me get whipped by all of my Twitter audience. So thanks a lot. What a great brother you are, Evan.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jono. Last time I checked, you was eating that steak sauce like it was soup. So I'm sorry. I didn't see the truffle butter. But I did have truffle butter on mine. And that was some good truffle butter.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Check the YouTube poll right now, guys, and let me know, is it okay to order steak sauce at a prime time? I mean prime house, prime steakhouse, whatever, y'all. This is the all-season show. We don't matter. Ev, let's get back to the topic before you really interrupt it. I am genuinely surprised at like you guys, the Dallas Cowboys, and it honestly does kind of piss me off. I believe y'all have 6 or 7 prime time, and that's actually without Fox Network giving you guys like y'all usual 5 or 6 3:30 p.m. games. So that's actually a shock. Like technically y'all could have had a lot more, but Fox came on and say, yeah, we got some more teams that we want to highlight this year. And yet y'all still, after a shitty season, have, I believe, 6 or 7 primetime games. And yet, Evan, I can talk myself a little bit into that from a business standpoint and say, I get it. As much as we hate the Cowboys, they drive engagement. As much as we hate the Cowboys, people either love to watch them or love to hate them. So you guys move the needle in that regard, and I understand it a little bit. I do think, though, I'm not a businessman. I'm a fan. I don't want to see the Dallas Cowboys after they've been very average the past 2 seasons. So that actually pisses me off that y'all still get all these primetime games no matter what y'all record is. I hate that. I really do genuinely hate that. From a business standpoint, I get it. But I'm not working in the NFL office. So as a fan, I think it's bullshit that you guys got that many primetime games. But before we get to your how many your Cowboys game, because I'm sure you're gonna have a valid reason on why y'all got so many primetime games. Answer me this. The Atlanta Falcons have 5 primetime games. Where in the world did I miss the memo from the Falcons losing and heartbreaking, typical Falcons going Falcon behavior to the Washington Commanders last December to May 20th? Where was the memo that the Falcons are suddenly like this hot team that everybody has to keep their eye out on in 2025?
Well, if you look at the whole division, like the NFC South, I mean, it's not a really good division, honestly. So you got to highlight some team in it, and it's damn sure ain't gonna be the Saints because because last time I checked, I don't know who the hell y'all quarterback is going to be this year. Which, hey, did y'all have a celebration that Derek Carr's finally retired? Y'all got $30 million back.
That shows you how long you have not been. Okay, first off, Juddy, but don't be taking Ziggy line, okay? Don't be using Ziggy line. No Falcons fans can't be using our slogans on this show. That's law. You haven't been on the show for I don't know, since the Cowboys got eliminated, right? So there's a lot that actually has happened in Saints land. Derek Carr retired, and I've never actually asked you this on camera yet. How do you feel about Tyler Shook being our franchise quarterback for at least the next 2 years? How do you feel as a non-Saints?
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was watching draft night, the Saints selected Tyler. I went straight to my phone and I went to Google and I quote, "Who the fuck is Tyler Shook?" Because I was like,
I took Dak Prescott like in round 4. Okay, so you can find the gem of a quarterback in the later round.
Hey, but you know about Dak Prescott coming from A&M. We don't know nothing about this Tyler dude. I saw one highlight and then he was getting sacked and he threw the ball behind him. It was an interception.
Actually,
but y'all got Spencer Rattler though. So, but anyway, not to get off the topic. I mean, the Falcons. I mean, they're more of a, I guess, a more.
Hold on, actually, you're a true Cowboys fan. You are. I know they got the same colors, but Dak went to Mississippi State. Okay, just get it correct. Die-hard Cowboys fan over here, y'all. Die-hard Cowboys fan.
Hey man, it's the same college, right? Same college. Damn, you went to Mississippi State for real? All right.
It's the colors. I get it. The colors.
Yeah, it's a color. It's a color.
Right, I get it. All right, go ahead.
Shit, I'm colorblind. Now I lost my train of thought.
Well, it's good because we got a super chat from Bonkers Power. Let's hit this shit more than the game air horns. Add that stream, y'all. All right, stream, y'all. Jeez, I just wanted that one time. Bogus Power doesn't even leave a comment, Evan, but he leaves a $2.83 super chat. We appreciate that, you guys. Bogus Power, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever seen your name on this show. So thank you. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the Jono Bones Show and not true to the Jono Bones Show, if you're true to the Jono Bones Show, my apologies. But I do not remember having any correspondence with a Bogus Power for at least interim short term. So thank you, Bogus Power. I hope I hope you stay true to the Jono Bones channel and consistently watch the show. But every super chat that we get, we turn it right back around and invest in the show, no matter how big or how high. And I do want to also give this shit more than a game. Thanks to everybody who left the super chat last week. So, of course, the king of the super chats when it comes to this shit more than the game community, Brute Saint, and my guy, Who That For Life, Chris. And Chris, if you're watching, I apologize. You left the super chat last weekend. It was a one-man show, so it's kind of hard for me to navigate the chat while trying to talk and be on-camera personality. So I missed your super chat, but do know that I always see him at the end of the show if I miss any type of chat, and I appreciate the heck out of you, Chris, and my lovely, lovely friend Cheryl, who not only left me and Clarissa a great baby shower gift, but also came on the show last week, and gave us another super chat. She said,
not last night.
It got wild last night. We actually have another super chat. Speaking of the king of this shit more than the game super chats from the great Brute. Say, let's get that this shit more than the game air horns. Saint leaves a $10 super chat and he says 10 for the win. Bruce saying, I told you this last week. I always tell you, I am in so much debt to you for the support that you have given to this show. So I really, really appreciate it. I don't know, some of that, super chat money. We'll do some cool stuff for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have become damn near friends to me. So y'all we want to see what what fun we have with Lil Jono. So we'll definitely utilize those super chat money to have some cool content. Well, as much as I want to Mama Bear lets us put Lil Jono on the channel. But we'll do some cool stuff with Lil Jono for you guys. Because after all, he is going to be the prince of this shit more than the game. So thank everybody for those super chats, man. Bunkers Powers, Bruce Saint, appreciate the hell out of you guys. Before you incorrectly talked about Dak Prescott's school, you were mentioning about how Dak Prescott has the star power, whereas the Falcons do not when it comes to star power in the NFL. But the NFC South is so bad that they had to feature one team. So that is your analysis on why the Falcons are getting so many primetime games this season.
Yeah. But I also think that, the Falcons have a better roster than the Saints, obviously, on paper. I feel like
do you have the Falcons? I know it's very early. Do you think the Falcons are the favorites to win the NFC South this year?
I will give them the favorites. Yeah.
So where is this? I mean, the Bucks have won 4 in a row. Why are the Bucks always constantly disrespected? Like, what did the Falcons do, in your opinion, to surpass the Buccaneers this upcoming season?
Well, because I doubt they could do it 5 years in a row. So
no, that's fine. Like you say, odds, right? Lottery odds. It's hard to win 5 in a row unless you're like the Chiefs or the Bills right now. You have like a super team. But I mean, okay, then what about the Panthers? Because Bryce Young, technically, if we're being technical, showed more potential than Michael Penix. So why isn't Carolina getting all the hype? I mean, a team is as good as their quarterback, right? Like, you think Tyler Shuck is going to be garbage. You think Tyler Shuck is going to be bad. You had to search who the F is Tyler Shuck after we drafted him. You believe Michael Penix is going to be that guy? Because at the end of the day, it all starts and ends with the quarterback of each team. Do you think Michael Penix is going to be that guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, no. Hey, we got a lot of Falcons fans in the chat. That one Falcons fan says, Ritter is better than, I don't know about that, than all of your current quarterbacks. I'm being realistic. Ritter isn't great, but he is serviceable and can give you a couple of wins. I think we're allowed to see what Tyler Shook does first before we say that Ritter is better than Tyler Shook. I'm going to be fair to Tyler Shook. I'm not hyped about him. I told you guys that a million times now, but I am definitely going to give the guy a fair shot. Dante, man, we got so many Falcons fans in the chat tonight. Come on, Saints fans, where y'all at? Make y'all voices heard. Jeez, is this a Falcons show? Dante Spiders, a Falcons fan, says, Evan, congratulations on winning the draft lottery and breaking John O'Born. It's all right. He made it up to me with that great steak last weekend, so it's all good. Okay, keep winning lotteries. He's going to keep giving me them steaks that he gave me last weekend. Johnny Bear say, I don't know if he's talking to me or Ed when he says out. I think he meant to put out your damn mind. Damn, look, we got
that was a Falcons fan who typed that, huh?
Was he the one that put too easy on the toilet when the New Orleans image broke out? Jerry, I appreciate you, man, because good Lord, we are getting inundated with Falcons fans tonight, and that doesn't. Another Falcons fans. What the hell? Do they got like a alarm? Like, oh y'all, come on, it's Falcons. I know why. And
but you know the crazy thing is though about if we talk about the Falcons right quick, they traded. I think this was the wildest thing, and this how shows how dumb the franchise is. They traded a next year first round pick.
Oh, tell me about it.
To get back into the late first round to get Pierce. I was like, the Falcons really like the Walker pick was a good pick. I'll give them that. But to trade your next year pick to get a late first round Pierce, I was like,
they better have a top 10 defensive line.
They don't have a choice because I was like, that guy was not worth a first.
And I forget which team, but literally a team right before the Falcons
whatsoever.
Before the Falcons traded their first round pick for 2026, a team moved up in the first round and did not trade their first round pick in 2026. And it goes to show you that the Falcons are always going Falcon, even in their wins. Because I'm sure Falcons fans, as Ernest says, are all excited. Oh, we got Jenny Walker and Pierce. That probably could have got Pierce without giving up y'all 2026 first round pick. So y'all damn sure better hope that you guys are good this year. Because if you guys are shitty and you don't have a first round pick, we're gonna have a time here on the John O'Born show. Ev, why do the Cowboys have 7 primetime games?
I mean, that's an easy answer, John. I mean, we're America's favorite team.
That's it.
There's no,
you can say America's team, but don't say America's favorite team because you're America's favorite team to hate.
It's not the hate. It's America's team. If you actually look at the ratings goes down when the Cowboys not on primetime. People want to see the Cowboys for obvious
I don't know
reasons.
about that. The NFL is like a ratings juggernaut no matter who's playing. Me and you can have a team, of expansion team, and there's going to be like 50 million people watching that game. Ain't no damn thing. That's what I hate about, it's a business move. Man, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans could be playing on opening night, and it's going to get like 30 million views. They don't care about no damn, we got to have a 0.8 more Richter scale of ratings improvement, so we're gonna put the Cowboys on. No, the Cowboys won like 6 games last year. Y'all don't deserve no goddamn 7 primetime games.
So who you think deserves then? The Chiefs,
the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Lions, the Commanders, teams that have star players that we actually want to see. I don't want to see that.
And the Cowboys don't have star players.
Who besides City? Who?
You got Dak. You got Michael Parsons.
Dak. Come on now. And that's fine. You know what? Y'all do have some good players. I'm not going to deny that. But y'all don't have 6 or 7 primetime games, good players. Y'all have maybe 2 or 3. Maybe one Sunday night game, one Monday. Y'all got an opening night game. They gave y'all opening night. They could have had Eagles versus Commanders. We could have got Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels on opening night. They say, nope, we got to get the Cowboys opening night. We got to have the Eagles and the Cowboys for like the 8th goddamn time on opening weekend.
And guess what? I bet your opening night is going to be the most watched opening night in the last 20 years.
I would have had the most opening night if it was going to be Jalen Hurts versus Jaden Daniels.
Hey, it wasn't going to be Jalen Hurts against the Saints. I can tell you that. Ain't nobody gonna watch that.
Well, we got 0 primetime games this year. Tyler Shuck and Kellen Moore are in prove it mode. I see the Falcons fans saying, why, and we even got the Know the Chop podcast. Kind of great says the Falcons had a damn good draft. I give them that, but they still not beating us. I mean, the Falcons sweep the Saints last year. We only have 5 wins. They never gonna sweep the Falcons. We got another Falcons fans. Good Lord, did you ever be honest with me? Though? Did you got a Cowboys like a Discord on the side? Like we got nothing but Falcons fans in the chat tonight.
Hey, you ain't hearing from me.
Well, Falcons fans, at least make yourselves useful. Like my guy Bruce Sane and Bunkers Power didn't leave a super chat to the show. Jeez, have mercy. Speaking of these primetime games, hey, if any of these Falcons fans want to go watch their team in prime time, I'm actually going to do them a solid favor. They can save $20 on their tickets, and here is how. Wow, you made it through the whole sketch? Thanks for that. Here's a gift just for you for being a fan. Are you going to a sports game or a concert or any major event? Well, buy your tickets from SeatGeek and use the promo code JONO at checkout, and you can receive $20 off your purchase over $50. That's $20 off your purchase. What are you waiting for? You know this shit more than a game, man. So, to close out this topic, you don't believe in Tyler Shook?
Hell no. Hell no.
All right. Before we get to our next topic, we have a super chat from some Falcons fans are actually useful from Pro P. So let's get to this shit more than a game air horns.
Man, Pro P looking like he listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony with that picture.
He about to drop the most emo rap album of the summer, huh? Shout out to you, Pro P. Hey, Pro P, we do, we have a good time on the show. So yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we missed you on the show the past few weeks too. I appreciate the kind words. I'm sorry that you missed the community because the community is about to go away for a little bit. When my kid comes, I'm not going to be on live as much for the upcoming months, but just stay tuned to the show. Make sure all of you guys hit that bell notification on my channels to know when I will go live. Like today was a good time to have that bell notification because I did not announce the show until 6 p.m. But if you had that bell notification on, you knew, Jonos are going on live tonight. So make sure all of you guys who are subscribed, hit that bell notification. And you will know when me, or Ziggy, or Sean, or even this dummy right here goes live throughout the off season and throughout the 2025 NFL season. Pro P, we appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. I'm going to be honest. My main topic tonight was not the Falcons primetime game confusion or Saints or Falcons or even NBA Pelicans, Mavericks, any of that. My main topic tonight is actually Robert Griffin III versus Ryan Clark, because let me kind of speed everybody up who may not have been following on social media the past few days. The WNBA season started last Saturday, opening up with Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. Why would they not open up with that matchup? It is the most polarizing matchup. Not only, go ahead.
Did you see that it was the most watched WNBA opener in history?
Absolutely. Again, it moves the needle. It moves the needle, and forever it's going to be polarizing on the court and off the court. Well, of course, yet again, it was polarizing off the court because during the game, Caden Clark did a bit of a shove to Angel Reese. Of course, people are analyzing that like Inspector Gadget on was it rough, was it dirty, was it flagrant, etc., etc. Angel Reese didn't take too kindly to it. She got back up, was kind of going at Caden Clark. Was it to fight? Was it to push her back? We don't know. Of course, the teammates held them back. As usual, it started millions upon millions of discourses all on social media about Angel Reese versus Caden Clark. One particular discourse, it came from RG3. If you are a longtime NFL fan, you will know RG3 as the 2013 Rookie of the Year, a guy who could have been an absolute superstar if his leg didn't give out on him. Great NFL quarterback when he was healthy, but sadly his body betrayed him. He went on his social media platforms and he spoke about how Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Now, in a vacuum, Evan, in a vacuum, I am fine with that argument of, oh, you know, this is a rivalry. They hate each other, whatever. Fine. This is shit more than the game. I like that type of shit, actually. But if you know RG3, guys, he's very he's unique. He's very unique. He likes to, he has this, let me not get into that yet. I'll say this. He talked about Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. One of the tweets he puts up was about why Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Dude wrote a whole damn novel on social media. This was actually his second tweet about it. His third tweet, actually. But if you notice in the video what he did about, you know, Angel Reese hating on Caitlin Clark, his lovely wife is in the background. Just remember that, including you, Af. Remember that. He has his wife in the background throughout this whole video talking about Angel Reese being jealous and hating on Caitlin Clark, right? Well, it caused a lot of discourse because some people kind of didn't think Robert Griffin III was being very truthful in his intentions of what he was really saying. You know, sometimes you can see the tone of how somebody is saying the things that they're saying. Ryan Clark actually called out RG3 the next morning, saying that RG3 is not qualified to speak about a black woman because he doesn't have any black women in his household. RG3 is married to a white woman. RG3 is very, very vocal about being married to a white woman. Now, RG3 did not take kindly to that. He wrote another dissertation on Twitter yesterday saying there's a line that you don't cross in life, and Ryan Clark sprinted past that. Ryan Clark did not keep the conversation to Angel Reese hating on Caitlin Clark. He brought my family into it. Ryan Clark responded going off saying, bruh, you know what it is with me and you. I saved you the entire season on Monday Night Football when RG3 was an analyst at ESPN. I urge people to let you be you. No matter how corny, how bad a teammate you are, I had your back. What did you do? You invited someone on your show you know I don't fool with to ask questions about me and then hit me weeks later to tell me that you're going to challenge one of my takes. You're a phony, bro. One of the worst teammates I have ever had on the field and in television. You got to do what you got to do. I did not attack your wife. I spoke on what you do on social media and TV. Like I said, I met your wife before, and she seems like a lovely lady that was worth more than the color of her skin. You be good, bro. You can tell Ryan Clark was waiting on Alicia on that. RG3 could have been like, you know what, Ryan, you're right. Ryan still would have went off on him. Here's what I don't like about RG3 is his holier-than-thou attitude. He is, him and his wife, because I bring this goddamn wife into it. They are purposely obtuse. But you might ask if people who wasn't following the story, what does RG3 means about? I mean, what does Ryan Clark mean about RG3 and his wife's content? Well, RG3 does not hide the fact, you guys, that he loves him some white woman, and he's damn near made his whole persona the way my persona is, Mr. This shit more than the game. RG3 has made his damn whole social media persona. I love white women. I love my white wife. Look, y'all, she's white. I'm black. She's white. We're Oreos, cookies, and milk. Breast milk is the best milk. Milk. I'm Super Saiyan Milkman. In fact, RG3 and his wife do racial content. That is damn near their whole brand. They know what audience that they are going after. RG3, I am so sped up with your goddamn holier-than-thou attitude when we call a spade when it comes to what it is with you. Evan, that would be like if I got offended that Bucks fans or Falcons fans got on me for my skits. I'm calling out the Bucks and Falcons fans in my skits. I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to be purposely obtuse and be like, oh, man, y'all can't come at me, Bucks and Falcons fans. No, because I am taking shots at them. I am obviously making my content about being a Saints fan in that rivalry. RG3 is clearly making his content about I love white women and I love being married to a white woman. And look at us, y'all. I'm black. She's white. Ha, ha, ha. That is the man is sad. I mean, it's sad because he is actually a good analyst on TV when he talks about sports. But he's chosen clearly the audience that he wants to go for. And I hate that he's being all purposely obtuse saying, don't bring my wife into it. Brother, you had your wife in the background of the video. When you was going off on Angel Reese, mocking black women, imitating black women, he did it like with a little ghetto voice when he was trying to act like he was mimicking a black woman. He had his white wife in the back, kikiing, sipping tea, saying, that's right, babe, you're right. Angel Reese does hate Kaden Clark. So what you mean, oh, don't bring my family into it? You brought your wife into it. You and your wife host a goddamn podcast show. Your wife wants to be a public persona. You and your wife clearly want to be a brand together. Y'all clearly want to be celebrities. Y'all clearly want to be public personas. So I hate that he does. And there's a lot that whole audience does. And you know what audience I'm talking about, Ab? It's goddamn, they throw their stones and then they hide their hands. I'm taking Ryan Clark's side on this because, of course, that side, and I'm not trying to get political, but that side, of course, came at Ryan Clark. You're a racist, Ryan Clark. You can't bring the wife into it. The wife is right there. The wife was in the video. The wife wants to be a part of this brand. They do break the skits and all that stuff. So you can't talk about bringing your wife into it when he already has brought his wife into it. They do this content. Ryan Clark didn't bring her up out the blue. They purposely do these race-baiting, racial engagement-seeking skits, and then RG3 comes on camera doing his goddamn Bible verses and, oh, can we all just love each other? And who cares about color? Brother, that's your whole damn persona. You made that your whole damn persona. Evan, there's not many people that I hate, and I don't hate RG3. There's even not that many people I dislike. I don't know this man. But I hate the purposely obtuse act that him and his wife do whenever people call out their bullshit. I hate that shit, bro. I put my wife in skits. Now, no, I don't want people coming at me, coming at my wife anytime saying, oh, she's a B word or anything like that. Ryan Clark never did that. Ryan Clark, I'm sorry I don't have the clip of what Ryan Clark said when he called out RG3. He was more respectful to RG3 wife than RG3 and damn self, damn, because all RG3 talks about his wife is, hey, y'all, she's white. She's white. I love milk. She's white. I'm black. She's white. RG3 was like, Ryan Clark was actually like, hey, she's a lovely woman. But you brought her into it, RG3, not Ryan Clark. So I just don't like, you purposely put someone in the skit and then you act purposely obtuse, or you put your wife in your content, your podcast and all that, and then act obtuse that people aren't going to bring her up. Brother, that's your whole damn persona. That's what you want your brand to be. You clearly are going for that audience. You're going for the Fox News audience. You're going for the Outkick audience. You're going for the Make America Great Again audience. You're going for that audience, RG3. Stop acting all silly and stupid in the name of, I'm just being innocent, y'all. We can have honest conversations. He's pissing me off, Evan. I don't dislike that many people, but I'm really starting to dislike RG3.
Wow. Very, very passionate about that. And it's interesting too, Jono, because I didn't realize that you were such a advocate for Ryan Clark. Because obviously he's been on, television for a while now, and he says some outrageous things. And last time I checked, when I looked at that RG3 clip, I'm pretty sure RG3 was talking from his point of view, his perspective, his opinion. Was his wife talking on the video? She was not. Yes, she was in the background. Yes, she is. Actually, you want to do something like quick, John? I'll tell you this. Let's just say we're talking about wrestling here, right? And I say The Rock is, I'll say The Rock is the best wrestler, and you will say you're like, no. Stone Cold is the best wrestler. As you're saying this, you have Stone Cold in the background, and you post a lot of Stone Cold stuff. So I could be like, you know what? John don't know what he's talking about because his favorite wrestler, his go-to wrestler, is a white wrestler. So I could be like, John racist on that. So you have Stone Cold, I'm just saying the wife never said anything. I personally think Ryan Clark crossed the boundary of talking about somebody's family and somebody's wife.
How?
His wife was supporting him. The wife supports RG3, her husband, her man, her head of the household. She did not say anything on the thing. She did not publicly be like, you know what? I think Reese hate Caitlin Clark too. No, Ryan Clark overstepped, brought somebody's family into it.
They're not stupid, Evan.
And I
Evan,
don't-
they're
and
not.
and I
They
really
know what
think,
they're
and
doing.
I really think,
Evan, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a better. I'll give you a better example.
Talk about clickbaiting. That's what Ryan Clark did. He clickbait. He brought up somebody's
Clickbait, if you want
family
to do
into
that,
it.
everybody. I said
That is
when-
unacceptable. You cannot bring somebody's family into it. Somebody who don't even do anything. Yes, they do clips. Yes, that's their persona. Yes, they trying to go to a personal demographic. That's what make their money. But is she saying something, gentlemen? Is she in the main screen? Is she right next to him having a whole conversation about it? She is not. RG3 is giving his personal opinion on the subject, and Ryan Clark be like, you can't speak about it because you married a white woman. Last time I checked, RG3 is a black. His parents is black. He was raised in a black household. So you telling me he can't speak on that based on his wife right now? Come on. Come on. Are you serious? Are you saying so? That's like saying Shannon Sharp can't say anything black because he loves to deal with white women. Come on, come on! Like you can't say that. I think Ryan Clark totally went over the boundary. I'm on RG3 side on this. You cannot bring somebody's family to it. You can't bring somebody. Then, of course, where Ryan Clark felt personal, he want to get defensive and bring some other personal stuff, some stuff that they could have been talking about, in the back thing. Now he want to put it out in the public. I'm like, that just so. And you know what? The funny thing is, when Ryan Clark did that, it shows what Angel Reese do to Caitlin Clark.
Oh, okay. Let your real feelings out, huh? First of all,
everybody knows Angel Reese does not like Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese wish she could be like a caliber player like Caitlin Clark. And watching that game, boy, Angel Reese, she ain't that player. I'll tell you that.
Few things. One, everybody's a clickbait artist. If you're in the content game, I'm a clickbait artist. I told this when my rant about Tyler Shook and Shador Sanders went viral, and people were like, "Oh, you ain't a real Saints fan. You just clickbaiting. You damn right, I'm clickbaiting. I'm trying to get people to come on my channel." So yes, that's clickbait. Ryan Clark is a clickbaiter. RG3 is a clickbaiter. More power to RG3. If him and his wife think that, we get our most engagement when we do the black and white thing. Hey, I'm white. I'm white. He's black. More power to them. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a better example. You mentioned about Stone Cold and The Rock and all that BS. If I did a video, because we got a lot of Falcons fans, and I'll include them in this. If I did a video going off on Falcons fans, and I had my wife in the background, and she's sipping tea, nodding her head, laughing, I cannot get mad if Falcons fans come back at me and mention my wife when she was purposely in the video. RG3 and his wife knew what they were doing. RG3 and his wife knew what they were doing when he took that video about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and had his white wife in the background, okay? Give them some credit. Give them some credit. It wasn't like she was innocently back there like, I think my husband was about to record. And if she was, she could have easily got her ass up and left the goddamn thing. No, she wants to be a public persona. She wants the world to... RG3 is going to play this holier-than-thou attitude that's working on people like you. I promise you, off camera, him and his wife are laughing because this is what they want. They want people to be mad at them. They don't give a damn. They know that the money is in the engagement, whether it's good engagement or bad engagement, whether it's a million people saying that you're awesome or a million people saying that you're a goddamn idiot. They know that that's where the money is at, and so they're going to keep doubling down on it. But I hate that he's being purposely obtuse and then coming on camera every time he works with his engagement bait and says, you guys can't come at me about race, man. We're all one loving world. And Ryan Clark, how dare you mention my wife, who I purposely has spotted in position in the back of my video. He even had a family tweet that I didn't bring up where his wife posted a highlight of his daughter playing in a bitty basketball league or whatever. And you know what RG3 captioned it as? Oh boy, Caitlin Clark just put up however many points on Angel Reese, and my daughter just put up however many points on this bitty basketball team. Brother, you just made your goddamn family tweet about Angel Reese. You turn a clip about your daughter doing good in her junior league or whatever into a shut out Angel Reese, but then you want to come being all city talking about something. You can't bring on my family. That's all blemish. You are bringing your family up. You are trying to put your family in the goddamn spotlight. And it's working on people like you, Evan, saying, Ryan Clark can't do that. Why can't he do it when he's making it up, when they're being purposely obtuse? I mean, they are being strategic. They are being strategic. I have content brain 24/7. I can actually respect from a content standpoint that Robert Griffin III has found his niche. More power to him. He's going to get a big ass contract with Fox News or some conservative outlet or whatever. Oh, how great Robert Griffin is. He doesn't see color. He just knows how everybody should be lovey-dovey and all that bullshit. But at least stand on it. I stand on my shit. I stand on my stupidity. I stand on my hypocrisy. I stand on this shit more than the game. I don't come on and say, you fans are being too mean to me, even though I done took shots at you guys. I stand on my content. I stand on who the fuck I am. RG3 is a goddamn liar. He's a hypocrite and he's a bullshitter and it works on people like you. He's a snake oil salesman, Ev. That's what he is.
It's not. It's not. And it sucks that Ryan Clark was calling this man. And I'm like, as a bro to bro, that's something you can kind of have a conversation with me. Something personal. That's a phone call. We don't have to put this on social media and let other people know. That just shows the kind of character Ryan Clark is and what kind of clickbait he's trying to do. If we're talking about clickbait here, that's what Ryan Clark is.
Brother, when you
brother,
you
are
a content creator and you put your shit out there, you welcome it up to whatever. Me and you by doing it, we put ourselves out there. So now we cannot be like, oh, you can't bring up. I can't tell artists. I can't tell Falcons fans. To the Saints fans that hate you, Evan. To the Saints fans that always come in my mentions randomly saying I hate Evan Boss. I can't come back and say, don't bring him up, brother. You can't bring Evan into it. Put you on my content.
So, John, was it right for Steve A. Smith to talk about LeBron's son? Was that right?
It depends on the content of
that's
how they're talking about.
You can't talk about people's family. That's off limits.
LeBron Jr. or whatever is playing in the NBA. Yes, Stephen A. can talk about. You can't take personal shots. Ryan Clark did not take personal shots.
He did take personal shots. He brought a whole family. He literally said that this man can't speak on a matter
because RG3's wife wanted him to bring her up. They know what they're doing.
Preference.
Evan, they know what they're doing, Evan. They know what they're doing.
Again, like I said earlier, that means that Shannon Sharp can't say that because there's white women. That means
you think I mistakenly put my lovely wife in all my videos and I'm like, oh, you know, she just happens to live here. So no, I know what I'm doing when I put her in some of my videos.
You can't do that. You just don't talk about somebody's wife out in public like that. RG3 has every right to be like, hey, that's messed up. You can't talk to my wife like that. You can come at me all you want, but my wife. And then again, Ryan Clark got personal with it. So it was really sad.
If Ryan Clark would have said, RG3, your ugly ass wife or your stupid ass wife, RG3, knock yourself out. Go at Ryan Clark. He complimented his wife. He just simply mentioned the dynamic that clearly RG3 and his wife are feeding into. I include my wife in some of my content sometimes. Again, if somebody came then and say, oh, Johnny, your wife's a dumb A, B, yada, yada, yada. Oh, no, I'm going off. If somebody says, oh, man, Johnny, you and your wife with your stupid Saints fanaticism is dumb. I can't get mad at that because I put my wife in a position to do like the Saints fan content type thing like that. There's a difference between bringing up someone in the family and being disrespectful and bringing up someone in the family who you put in your content and just analyzing what that is. That's what Ryan Clark did. And Ryan Clark did it more respectfully than RG3 because every time RG3 brings up his goddamn wife is, I love milk. She's white, y'all. I'm married to a white woman for the second time. I love white women. He doesn't say that. Look at my lovely wife. He always is the one bringing up the goddamn race, but then turns around and says, oh, why are we always talking about race, guy? Why are we always bringing up family? Because you're trying to do that, motherfucker. You're trying to be an engagement beta. And then you want to play holier than thou. And it works with people like you, Evan. It works on people, idiots like you.
I don't. With me, I know what right and wrong, and what Ryan Clark did, that was wrong. There's nothing to it. Ryan Clark didn't say anything about his wife. He could have just disagreed with RG3 opinion on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese thing. But no, he want to get personal. Ryan Clark want to bring the race in. He want to call somebody out, have a whole segment about it, then get mad when RG3 respond back. Like, come on, talk about he a bad teammate.
RG3 is not bringing race into anything, huh?
That is his personal videos. That has nothing to do with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. That's all I'm saying.
He put her in the video. He put her in the video. She's right there in the background. You don't think that was strategic? You don't think that was purposely done?
No, I could talk about Trump and have a Hispanic behind me.
Oh my God!
Come on,
let's not get off the rails. Let's not get off the rails.
It was just sad to see. It was very disgusting to see Ryan Clark say that. That's all I'll say.
I stand with you. Ryan Clark, if you ever somehow find this clip, I stand with you. And look, again,
and Ryan Clark did this. You were wrong. You were wrong.
As a content creator myself, I understand that if you find a niche that, hey, this is moving the needle, knock yourself out. If, hey, the black and white husband and wife thing was moving the needle for RG3 and his family, knock yourself out, make your money. I'm a content creator myself. Me and my wife, when we do our videos, sometimes that moves the needle. I say, oh, sure, let me kind of feature my wife a little bit more of my stuff. I get it. I get that from a content creator standpoint all the way. But I'm not going to then come on the show and be like, oh, why are y'all bringing up my wife? And, why are y'all making jokes about our marriage? Because clearly I'm purposely doing it on my content as well. But RG3 to then come on and be like, well, why are y'all bringing up my wife? And why are y'all bringing up race? Because that's what you are clearly going for. That's what you're clearly going for, RG3. I would respect him if he just owned it. Own it. Own that shit, man. I don't dislike any public figure because I don't be knowing these public figures. I always say that people, I hate the celebrity. I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't know enough about them to Kim Kardashian. I don't know who Kim Kardashian. I mean, I see her on TV, but why would I hate Kim Kardashian? Never met the woman in my life. I'm pretty starting to dislike RG3. That's a strong statement for me because I'm like, dude, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You can say what you want, Evan, about Ryan Clark being in the wrong.
You say doing too much.
He's doing too much.
You don't think Ryan Clark is doing too much?
No, Ryan Clark is not because when RG3 put his wife in the stuff, when RG3 chose to make his wife part of his brand, that makes a fair game. That makes a fair game to bring up. That makes a fair game to bring up.
Let's change to the subject.
That's like
Ryan Clark doing too much. Oh my God.
Evan, should I get mad if people come at me about you? Should I be mad and say, no, you can't bring up Evan like that? No, I'll put you in my shit. Now somebody came at
we got the Mavericks and the Dallas Cowboys, baby. They know what they're talking about. They know what it is. They know what it is.
Let me see. Wow, I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, sometimes Evan really pisses me off. Let me see what some of the comments was saying.
Quick question, Jono. You don't think that you think it was dirty what Caitlin Clark did to Angel Reese?
Actually, I don't. From that standpoint, no. It's basketball. It was not a flagrant foul.
It was a basketball play.
Caitlin Clark had every right to do that. Angel Reese had every right to react that way. That's good for the game. She got pushed. She can get mad at
Angel Reese just look for stuff like that. Come on. She just look for stuff like that.
Now that to me is good for the game. Like, yes, I want to see Angel Reese. I'm glad if Angel Reese does hate Caitlin Clark, great. Yeah, good. Hater. That's good for the WNBA. That makes me want to watch those games. That's good for sports. It's entertainment. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark probably gonna have their own damn podcast. This is not hate between them two. They know what they're doing. They know what their bread and butter is. Everybody can always be, who, me? But when you know you got a camera on you, you rise up a little. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. Let me take that back. You amplify it a little bit. I know too many damn Falcons fans in the chat tonight. I even said it last week with my reaction when the NBA rigged the goddamn NBA draft lottery for you guys. I say, look, that was my true reaction that I can't believe the goddamn Pelicans dropped out to the number 7 pick. And I say the F word like 8 times. But I say, truthfully, if I didn't have a camera on me, I probably would have only said the F word one time and sat in silence. But in the back of my mind, I know, hey, I got a camera in front of me. I just can't give dead silence. I got to put on somewhat of an act. I know there's a camera on me, and there's that even if you don't realize it, your body, your mind is like, oh, you got to perform a little bit. You got to kind of feed into the act. That's almost in life with everything. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese know that when they're playing, all eyes are on them. Like you said, Evan, it was the most watched WNBA opener of all time. They know that. So they know that whenever they kind of rush at each other, oh, shit, get back in my mind. That's Caitlin Clark. I'm going to go at her because I know, what the people want. She may not even realize that. Everybody has that human intuition when they know that all cameras are on them and that the world is looking for a show. I don't think Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, to be honest. Again, I think in 10, 15 years, it's going to be like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. They're going to be doing commercials together. They're going to be doing podcasts together. They're going to be doing goddamn TV shows together, maybe. They know what the bread and butter is, so they know that the money is in their rivalry. So they're going to add a little bit extra sauce to it every time they play.
Angel Reese is a hater. That's it.
I will say this is the beauty of social media, though. So Dante says that I'm being delusional, and then Young Hitter right after says that you are being delusional. That's the beauty.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Dante right. I don't know.
Oh, really?
If I had to choose.
I mean, they've been going look. Dante says Team Evan. I ain't know Evan had a team.
Is that a super chat?
Young Hitter says Evan is wrong. We got a super chat. Let me see. Oh, we do. We got from my guy Easy E. Let's get to this shit more than a game. Air horns. Easy E says, I forgot all about the poll, Evan. He says, bruh, no A1 and no well done steak. I know about the no well done steak, Easy E. I apologize. I'm not a steak guy, y'all. I hope I mentioned that earlier. I am not a steak guy, so I was a little bit of a rookie.
But you did order well done, okay? That's all I'll say.
No, stop lying. Now you're lying on my name. You know I got that shit medium rare.
I say you didn't order it well done. Damn, bro. I'm trying to give you a compliment, bro. Damn. Damn, bro. I agree with you sometimes. Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm still coming down from this argument we just had. If you're watching on YouTube right now, folks, I asked, is it okay to order steak sauce at a prime steakhouse? Evan, actually, 68% said yes, and 32%. So my YouTube audience got my goddamn back, baby. That's why they share more than the community, baby.
That 68% said that yes. That's all Atlanta Falcons fans. I'm telling you that now. That's all Atlanta Falcons fans.
That's over 35 votes, so it ain't like it's a small cream of the crop. That's some actual votes on that.
Somebody said they want to put ketchup on it. Oh hell no, kick him out.
If I spend money on
Hell
steak,
no. Hell no. Get the hell out.
no, he's making a point. He's saying, especially the money that you did spend on, and that's why I keep him on the show. Yo, that boy be spending some good money on me when he take me out to nights out. He says, if I spend the money on steak, and I know how high them steaks are, I'm putting ketchup. He's just making a point that he can do whatever you damn well want when it's your money.
He's putting ketchup, boy. I'm about to.
Easy E with another super chat. Let's get to this shit more than the game, air horns. He says, well done steak tastes like a starter. Well, how do you know what a starter jacket hood tastes like, Easy E? Shout out to Easy E, man. Thanks, y'all. Everybody who's leaving super chats, I promise you guys, it's going to be invested right back. Yeah, man, this is the most super chats I've had from like multiple people in a long time. So, damn, maybe it might be the Cowboys thing, right? Like, you moved the needle. I have to be like, you know what?
You already know. You already know what it is. That's why we got how many primetime games, Jono? How many?
All right, I was trying to just give you one. You always do too. You know what, Ev? Here's what you could do.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
Hey man, that
you
was
do
a
too
good
damn much, bro. You do too damn
move.
much. I know maybe on the slow like dog days and all season we'll do like movie reviews and shit like that. You know when we ain't always gotta talk about.
When she said, "Man, let me freshen up," and that boy said, "Don't worry about
all right, let's get
that's
Peter.
That boy said, "Nah, let me do that thing."
Hey, tell RG3 that's some prime time milk, huh? Haiti Steinfeld, that's some prime time milk.
Man, I had to look up. I said, "Shit."
You know she's engaged to MVP Josh Allen, though, right?
Oh,
all right. I'm just saying.
Damn.
Is it wrong? If Josh Allen did a video with Haiti Steinfeld in the back saying, "Man, the Chiefs are some goddamn frauds," would it be bad for Chiefs fans to bring up Haiti Steinfeld if she was in the video?
Did she say anything in the video? No. So you shouldn't
If
have.
she was in the back, if she was in the back doing this.
So somebody can't be in the back drinking tea?
No, not when you make.
Come on, you can't. You can't.
Come on. You're giving people way too much credit. All right, let's
another little super chat.
Evan, you good with this, man? I need to. You see, that's why I need to join the show consistently. You catch this shit way better. You are showing out right now. He is a $5 super chat for Lil Jono. You get multiple of this shit more than the game. Air horns, Easy E. Easy E, man. Truly, I appreciate you. Lil Jono is indeed coming any day now, guys. And make sure y'all follow me on social media platforms when the announcement comes, when he makes his arrival. We had a bit of a, I'll be transparent, y'all. We actually had a bit of a false alarm this past weekend where we thought Lil Jono was getting ready to make his way into the world, but he says, nah. He was at them text bubbles, when somebody about to text you, we're just kind of giving us prepared, like, hey, it's coming, but not quite yet. So any day now, Lil Jono will be here, and I'm really looking forward to when he's old enough that I can bring him by Evan's house and let him fuck up Evan's couch. I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be some good times we're gonna have, Ev. That's gonna be some good times. Easy E, I truly appreciate you, Ev. Our last topic of the night. On the left of me, I am seeing right now the Minnesota, it's on commercial, but the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have the NBA Conference Finals going on right now between the Thunder versus the Timberwolves and the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. What I like about these matchups, is, and I told you this at a lovely steak dinner. Man, that was some good steak, bro. I just keep reminiscing about it. I could turn every conversation ever into about that steak. We talking to my wife. I'd be like, man, I'm so excited about Lil Jono coming. You think he's gonna be well marinated like that steak that I had on Saturday? But I get the fuck out of my face. She hit me with that this time. Y'all don't know how many times Clarissa tells me.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
But Ev, what I'm excited about is this feels like almost a new era of basketball. We don't have the usual names of LeBron or Steph, Jokic, or anything like that. Like, we got Jalen Brunson, we got SGA, we got Anthony Edwards, and we got Tyrese Halliburton. Like, we got some new names, some new teams. It's fresh matchups. I saw Mike Greenberg on ESPN today say that the age of the super team is done. As a small market team myself, like seeing Indiana, seeing Oklahoma City, it makes me go, oh, small markets actually do have a shot. It's not always going to be Los Angeles or Miami or Dallas or anything like that. Like a small market team, if they actually have the actual ownership and front office, can actually get to the NBA finals. So I'm excited just from that standpoint that we got some fresh matchups for the finals. But I want to know, Av, what is your prediction for who is going to be in the NBA finals? Who do you have winning between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves? And who do you have winning between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers?
Man, I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves and Oklahoma matchup. I think both teams are good. I think it's funny how that trade with Julius Randle and Cat actually worked out for both teams.
Exactly. It's one of those
you really
never
really see that. And shout out to Adam Silver because this is gonna be the 7 new champion NBA champion within the last 7 years. So
we always say the NBA needs more parity. Technically, we're living in a parity era of the NBA right now.
We are. And it sucks too because I think OKC.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Say it sucks.
I'm just saying it sucks because OKC, man, they have a deep team. They have a deep depth. They have so many draft picks in the future line that team is set up for success. And I got them outbeating Timberwolves in 6 in this series.
All right. Right now the score is 40 to Timberwolves, 36 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that's one team. You got the Oklahoma City Thunder and the NBA. Unless I'm behind, I got 40 to 36. Timberwolves are up.
All right, let's hurry up and get this game so I can watch it.
Hey, I did the show earlier enough so that we could watch the second half and enjoy it. Okay, God damn.
And you keep talking.
Well, let me get through this. Okay, you made one pick. What is your pick between the Pacers and the Knicks?
I don't know. Well, I would say one thing. They're lucky that Jason Tatum got hurt because the Celtics was going to come back and win that series. But between the Pacers and the Knicks,
I don't know about that. Go ahead.
It's just like I don't know. I'm very surprised with the Pacers. I didn't think that roster was set up for it. They got some good matchups. It sucks with Cleveland. I think it shows that Donovan Mitchell is not ready to lead a team to like a deep playoff run because every time he's the main player, they never go anywhere. Same with the Utah Jazz. It's the same thing going on with Cleveland right now. But between that matchup, I got the Knicks in 6-2.
So you got the New York Knicks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, like the biggest market versus the smallest market. That's going
to be great for the NBA to have a big market against a small market like that. That is phenomenal for the NBA.
Absolutely. How wild do you think New York is going to get if they actually make it to the finals?
I'm thinking about buying a flight, going up there and see myself.
Oh wow, okay, dude. All right, like I know this is probably your last show until like August, if even August. So I might as well ask you now, who you got winning the finals? If it's going to be the Thunder and the Knicks.
I got OKC.
Okay. I actually agree with you. I have Oklahoma City Thunder and the New York Knicks as well. And I can't believe me and you are actually in agreement. I have Oklahoma City winning it all. I think the Nuggets
it's not going to happen.
Hey, it's fine. I'm not like cheering for Oklahoma City Thunder. I just happen to think from a analyst standpoint, they have the best team. I kind of would enjoy if Oklahoma. I like Anthony Edwards. So.
The Pelicans could learn something from what Oklahoma have been doing for these last couple of years. Trade away
having an owner that gives a shit. Having an owner that gives a shit.
Trade away assets like Zion. Get rid of them.
Here's a question, because there's been rumors that Zion was on his way out. There was actually a report that said that one of the mandates for Joe Dumars. Oh, by the way, Joe Dumars is now president of basketball operations. A lot has happened since you've been on the show. One of the mandates was that he had to trade Zion.
On the show, we talked about that.
Joe Dumars? I got bad branding. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't realize. But would you trade Zion?
Yeah, I'll trade him. I'll start planning for the future now.
I wouldn't be mad, but after we fell to number 7, like there's nobody that we're going to get back in the Zion trade that I think would excite you. And part of this is a business. You've been talking about business all day. Oh, Cowboys drive business. All you're doing is right. What they're doing is a business. She's off limits, but it's a business. But when it comes to NBA and small markets, you got to have a player that sells the fan base. And even though Zion is not as hyped up or believed in by fans like he was in 2019, he still is that guy for the fan base. So I don't see us trading him, nor would I trade him for a mediocre return just to say we got to get rid of the Zion. I feel like we are trapped now because we got the goddamn number 7 pick. We got to ride it out with Zion yet again.
Oh, you could trade up to the 2nd and 3rd and get Harper. That's a
hell of a prospect. If the damn Spurs are willing to do that, hell yeah. But they'll be stupid to try to help out a division rival and say, oh yeah, you can have our number 2 pick. Hell no, unless they really believe that Zion and Wemby could be a great.
But I personally don't think Harper's going to the Spurs. I think Spurs are going to select somebody else if they stay with that 2nd pick.
I disagree with
'Cause-
that, but I
Because
don't know. I
Harper,
know they got
because
Fox,
if you
they
look,
got-
well, if you want to look at that roster that the Spurs have, Harper and Fox have a same play style that they can't mesh together, especially
Well,
when you got Castle and Wimby right there.
but then how long are you married to De'Aaron Fox? Because I'm,
No, I mean you married
well,
to Fox, and you married to Wimby. Harper just doesn't fit in that system.
interesting. I hope
So
that we
if I
can.
was the Spurs, just throwing it out there, I'll try to do a package deal and get that Giannis guy. That's my personal.
That seems to be, and if they do trade for Giannis, which I would actually do if I were the Spurs as well, we own Milwaukee's top picks for like the next 2 years, so we do have some bit of a role of the puppet master that we can kind of play with some strings of these other NBA teams and find our way into a Giannis trade if that does happen, and benefit from it. So that'll be interesting to see. And I'll give Joe Dumas this. He always has been pretty good when it comes to trade. Now, player value and stuff like that, you can argue about. But it's also been like 20 years since the guy has last been a president of a basketball team. So we'll see what that leads to. But yeah, Ev, I got the Thunder, even though they're down by 9 right now, and I got the Knicks in the finals, and I have the Thunder winning it all. I'm just glad, like you said, big markets and small markets, everybody's shining in this NBA conference finals and NBA finals. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to watching the finals with my kid crying and me being sleep deprived, but at least it'll be teams that I don't hate. I will say that. One thing that you guys should not hate is these great this shit more than a game shirts. And here, not that shirt, Evan. And here's how you guys can buy one.
No matter what, we all know that this shit more than a game, and now you can wear it with pride. Visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now for the low price of $28.03. You can buy it in black and gold, purple and gold, white and blue, red and navy blue, all types of colors. We've got you covered here on the Jono Barnes Show. So visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now and let the world know, folks, this shit more than a game.
Hey, Av, I just got a breaking news alert that a 5th inmate has returned to custody. I'm assuming he was watching our show and saying, "Nah, hell, this freedom shit sucks. Let me go back to prison."
Look, that man looking like this. He said, "All right, that's enough."
Hold on. It says he has returned to custody. That's different from saying that he was captured. So
sound like he turned himself in.
Yeah, he was like, he heard your stupid ass take about RG3. He said, "Man, get me out. I'm going back to prison."
Man, that man went straight to Popeyes, got a full piece, watch a
That's
little
all he
TV.
wanted. Like, he was like, "I want to watch a few TV. I want to have my girl at night or two, eat some good food, and I'm good. I'm going back."
Yeah.
He saw them boys going to Angola. He said, "Nah, I'm good. Take me back to OP."
That boy came home. He was like, "Yo, I'm free, man." I mean, man, who the quarterback for the Saints? Still Carr? But they told him it was Tyler. He said, "All right, bring me back." He said, "Bring me back." He said, "That's enough."
You do too damn much, but you always do too much. We were having a moment of like unity. It was fun, and you always take shots at my team. You know who hasn't been taking shots at me though, Evan? It's all good. I can take your bullshit because Alvin Kamara yet again mentioned me on Twitter. This time unprompted. The great Matthew Perez of the Times-Picayune mentioned how Alvin Kamara is probably not going to be at the OTAs this week, even though they are voluntary. So it's not like Alvin is just skipping them. And Alvin responded saying, "But the sky is blue," basically saying, "Duh, I never do the OTAs voluntarily. I do it with my own team." And it's worked so far. He's been a pretty good running back for the past 8-9 years. He put back to you in the studio at Jono Barnes. There goes the show, Al.
We need to put Kamara on the show.
Yeah, they be watching, bro. They be watching. So again, shout out to Alvin Kamara, and that's just another motivation. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, honestly, what are y'all doing? Because some of my best content, like Juddy Bear, I don't think you follow me on Twitter. Vincent, I don't think you follow me on Twitter. Maybe y'all doing it. If y'all do, I know my guy Easy E follows me on Twitter. I know Bruce Henderson doesn't even tweet, but he follows me. Y'all see some good shit on Twitter if y'all follow me on Twitter and on Instagram and on all the social media platforms at Jono Barnes, especially with Lil Jono coming in the next few days. I'm not going to be as active those first few newborn months on YouTube. So I will be active though on other social media platforms. So follow me on those platforms and you might see some funny correspondences like me and Alvin Kamara. And yes, I will absolutely ask Alvin Kamara at some point. Once I get my life together, once I see what daddy life is like, I'm going to ask Kamara and Cam and all those guys come on my show. The question is, do I have you in studio with us? Because I don't know if I trust you to interview Alvin Kamara or Cam Joy. The Eric McCoy interview went so well without you, bro. It went so well without you.
I asked the real questions. That's why. Y'all be scared. Y'all scared to ask the real questions.
You on Bubba Walters, them boys?
Yeah, now I asked the real questions.
I know. Don't even mention it. No, because Kamara might be watching now. And you're gonna mention the goddamn Vegas. No. Shut up. Shut up.
I really wasn't.
All right. I ain't gonna give you a shot to. What up, Chad? I see you. Yeah, Chad always is watching on
like,
Twitter.
Man, Kamara, man, answer this question like a real one. How much you hated Derek Carr?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, you won't be mad. Like this shit more than a game.
Yeah, like how much? Because obviously, when they was on the field together, you could see Alvin Kamara like, bro, this dude again.
I will say like we have fun with our guests, and that's what I'm trying to make that environment. But I also want to ask like questions. Man,
was that an AI image of him?
Of who? Young Hitter?
Yeah,
it might be. You're not that looking at it. This AI stuff getting ridiculous.
Oh, is that Biggie Smalls? Who the hell is that?
That's Young Hitter, man. Put some respect on Young Hitter name. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Young Hitter. I don't want no beef.
Vincent, it is at Jono Bones on all platforms. Again, if y'all follow me, y'all get some fun correspondences that you just can't get on YouTube, like me and AK. And me and AK actually went back and forth on this tweet after he put that. But shout out to AK, man. That's always cool when the basis of your content is.
If I was an NFL player and I got that money, boy, you think you're gonna see me at volunteering OTAs? Shit.
I think you're about to say you're gonna see me volunteering to be on the Jono Bones show. Hell with that.
Shit, that too.
I see we're at halftime, and actually, y'all, right after my breaking news notification, I got a text from Evan himself saying, "Can we hurry the F up so I can watch the second half?" So I'm gonna let you go do that, Evan. Damn. Do you have any final words? You might not be on for a while, knowing you, because I'm probably going to take about a month hiatus to make sure Lil Jono and Clarissa is good.
I was planning on taking a month hiatus myself.
Well, that's actually now then. What are the Cowboys?
We're on the same track.
What are the Cowboys going to be in 2025?
What is that?
What are the Cowboys like? What's your prediction? Because I might not have you for the NFL season preview show. I might not have you for.
I'll be back for that. I can save all that for the later on. But I can promise you right now, we don't have to look at the schedule. But I can tell you this: 12-5. That's all I'm saying.
I'm mad that they don't play the Saints this year, but it's cool.
I'm mad too because I wanted that revenge.
Oh,
y'all embarrassed us. I don't know how, but y'all embarrassed us.
Y'all couldn't beat us with Dennis Allen. Y'all ain't beating us with Kellen Moore.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to everybody who joined tonight. We appreciate you guys. Over 722 people right now. If you're still not watching, just do me one last favor, please. Just one favor, and it's free and it's easy.
Hey fans, hit the subscribe button in 3 seconds to make this Rams fan sad. 3, 2, 1.
Av, you got any final words?
Final words? Cooper Flag, baby. I know you wish I could say that, but that's all I'm gonna say, Jono. Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, Kyrie, AD. Oof.
Boy, what a bandwagon he is, y'all. Boy, what a bandwagon he is.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to see them games. But honestly, my final words. I know New Orleans fans, y'all not used to like seeing good teams. So I just want to say that we got the Dallas Stars in the Western Finals right now. You're gonna see them winning all this year. All right, I got $1,000 on the win it all. It was a plus 420. So pray for me.
That's some good steak dinners. If you win out, I hope the Dallas Stars do win. That's some good. You like the man cave, man?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, man, that's this shit more than the game man cave.
I see the same stuff. The Saints and Steve Austin.
The past year you saw nothing but
we gonna hang some in the walls, huh?
Give me time, man. Dang, shoot, you know how hard it is to move into a brand new house and with a pregnant wife. Jeez,
you know how hard it is to not get a free T-shirt too. The one I've been begging for since 2023.
We appreciate everybody for joining the Jono Bones show tonight. I think I'm gonna go and watch some of that great RG3 and his wife's content. Y'all have a great one. Make sure you hit that bell notification on to know when I do go live because Lil Jono is coming any day now, and y'all damn sure better believe that it's shit more than a game.
Juno.